Hey, what's up, guys? And we're back for the sequel to this journey of finding the Descendants. I still have not found it. I'll admit, though, I did cave and watch the digital copy version online because I just wanted to watch it and I didn't want to search through this other box, even though I have it right here next to me. We're going to do it now. But at the time, I was just like, well, screw it. I know I can just watch it online. Anyway, it's a good movie, by the way. You should check it out. I think it might be on Max. I'm not really sure. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere, but if not, find yourself a copy, I guess, online. Well, I guess, yeah, you should be able to find it online. It's probably cheap, actually. Anyway, ramble. I've got another box here, right there. And I just pulled it out here. I pulled the table out again, and we're going to do this again and just see if we can find it. But without further ado, I'm just fucking rambling now. Let's see if we can find it. Is this... It's not going to be in this box, is it? I think this is mostly action... drama and shit. Well, whatever. Let's just grab it and see. We've got Turtles 1, 2, and 3. I don't think I've ever actually seen 3. I've seen bits of it on TV when I was a kid, and I didn't like it at all. But 1 and 2 are classics. Secret of the Ooze, and then Turtles in Time, and then the original movie. Check those out. Actually, check this out. I think we've seen that. They're pizzas. There's a pepperoni pizza for 1. That's a Supreme or Deluxe, I guess, 2, and then that's just a cheese pizza, I think, for 3. I don't know. I had the slipcover for this somewhere, but... Okay, Those Who Wish Me Dead. I think I've seen this, right? This came out during COVID, I think. What year was this? I can't tell. 2020? 2021. It came out after COVID, but that's right, because I think I saw it on HBO Max, because in 2021 they were releasing movies in theaters and on streaming at the same time, so I think I watched it then. Then I got this later, but I enjoyed it, I think. It was all right. You know, movies during COVID were kind of whatever. This is actually really cool. So you can see it's a James Gunn film. This is his superhero movie. Starring Rainn Wilson and the then Ellen Page, but now Elliot Page. And who else is in this? Liv Tyler, Kevin Bacon, and Nathan Fillion. Of course, he's in this. Shut Up Crime. This is a really cool, weird, goofy superhero film about I think he's a line cook or something. I forget who he is. Who just wants to start solving crime by himself, and it's pretty funny and weird. And vulgar and violent. It's James Gunn before he was reined in by, you know, mainstream Marvel and shit. He couldn't make R-rated movies like this. This is R-rated, right? Yeah. Recommend it. It's pretty cool. This is from 2011? 2010. It's not bad. Sin City. I really loved this movie when I was 20, 22, whenever this came out. When did this come out? How old was I? Why can't I find the date? Well, I was in my early 20s. Actually, 2009. So yeah, it probably came out in 2000. Well, actually, shit, hold on. I think I was in college still, so probably 2007? I don't remember, but it's very edgy and very, you know... I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember really loving it in this extended version too, and the unrated version. It's definitely worth a watch once. It was a resurgence of Mickey Rourke's career, playing Marv down there. Based on the comic book series or graphic novel series by Frank Miller, and directed by Robert Rodriguez. It's comic noir, you know, it was very stylized and very cool at the time, definitely. I wonder if it's dated now. I haven't seen it in a long time. Shooter? They made this into a TV series, I think. I don't remember. I haven't seen this movie in forever. Excuse me, shit. Director of Training Day. Isn't that Antoine Fuqua? Yeah. I don't know. Mark Wahlberg is very hit or miss. In Good Company, this is more of a guilty pleasure kind of movie for me. My wife and I watched this back in whenever this was, 2005, 2004. Dennis Quaid, Scarlett Johansson, and Topher Grace starring. It's, you know, It's about like downsizing in corporate culture and you know, older employees being put down, younger employees in like doing the NBA world being put in charge. I don't know. I'm rambling. It's decent, but it's also fairly, you know, corny and whatever. Blinded by the Light. I don't. It's based on the. I don't know. I haven't seen this. Is this a Ben like Beckham thing? I just saw I read that somewhere. From the director of Bennett like Beckham. It's by our true story. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Let's see what else we got here. The Banshees of Inisherin, by Martin McDonough, written and directed. This was actually pretty interesting. I saw this, well, it's been a few years now, with Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, and what's her name? She was in a lot of Carrie Condon, yeah, and Barry Keoghan, I think, too. Really cool. It takes place in a little Irish village, about two like close friends, and one of them doesn't want to be friends anymore, and it's very awkward and weird, and his reasoning is flawed, and that his reasoning for doing what he does is very fucking flawed, but interesting, definitely. I don't know if I'd watch it again. It was good performances, but it was worth one-time watch for sure. It was I say interesting a lot when I don't know what else to say. Interesting, very well acted. The Irish countryside there was really cool. It was really neat. I liked that movie, but I don't know if I'd watch it again. The Thing You Do, I think written and directed by Tom Hanks. Just like a one-hit wonder type movie. Is it Liv Tyler? She's in this. Tim Everett Scott, Liv Tyler, Steve Zahn, Ethan Embry, Tom Hanks. It's been decades since I watched it. I think it was cool. I don't remember. X-Men Dark Phoenix. I think this was the last of the Fox X-Men movies. It wasn't very good, but you know. Same with this one. X-Men. Was this the last one? No, that one was the last one. No, that one, not this one or this one. Apocalypse was, I don't know, cool design. I don't know. They didn't really utilize Apocalypse the way I would have liked, and it was just kind of a weird mashup. I don't know. It was whatever. Days of Future Past, The Road Cut. I'll be honest, I don't think I've actually seen The Road Cut. I bought this a long time ago. I think it's the one that came with the comic books or whatever. I upgraded a bunch of them, or no, it's a fan art one. Never mind. I don't know. This is different than the one I was thinking of. But I liked this movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I don't think I've seen The Road Cut because she wasn't in, or she was barely in, the original cut of this film that I saw initially, and then they made this one, and apparently it's better. But I don't think I've seen it, but I have it. And then The Wolverine, which again, I haven't seen this in a while, but I remember, I think I saw this in the theater. Was that 2014 or 13? Yeah, 13. It's okay. I think it's based on a comic series, you know, when he was in Japan and Silver Samurai and all that shit. It was all right. That was the point where X-Men Wolverine was kind of running out of steam for me. Still technically is, but you know, I think I'd prefer it if they just rebooted that shit. I just saw the trailer thing with the Doomsday trailer where they're including all of the Fox X-Men actors, and there's like 1,000 people in that film. How are they going to even? They're just going to be in the background waving. You know, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not in charge of any of that shit. Breach. This is Mill Creek, I think. Yeah, so cheapo. But I remember the story this is based on back in the late '90s when this government agent who was found to be working with the Russians, or I think it was the Russians. I don't remember, but he was a traitor, basically, and he was giving away government secrets and shit. And this is the story of them finding him and tracking him down and catching him, with Chris Cooper, Ryan Phillippe, and Laura Linney. Again, I haven't seen it in a while. I liked it. The Master, Paul Thomas Anderson, starring Phil Seymour Hoffman, Amy Adams, Joaquin Phoenix. Very good performance from everybody involved. This is the like alternate cover I have here, but again, I've only seen this once, and it was a long time ago, 2013 probably ish, around there, maybe 12. I haven't seen it in a long time. It's really, I remember the performance. It's a take on, what's the guy's name? The Scientology guy. It's not actually, but it's like a made up religion that's very similar. What's his L. Ron Hubbard? He's an L. Ron Hubbard type character. Charismatic, very he's sound speaking, whatever, and he's good with crowds, shit. But he also has a temper, and he's obviously when he gets actually questioned heavily about what he's talking about, he gets very angry and that kind of stuff. But I think Jesse Plemons is in it too. It's pretty well acted and well crafted, but it's a movie that I won't watch again, most likely. Well, maybe not for a while. Maybe it's about time for a rewatch. Step Brothers, classic. Classic goofy, doofy comedy. Stranger Than Fiction. This one was actually pretty cool. About a character who's being written in a story. Maggie Gyllenhaal, Emma Thompson, Queen Latifah, Dustin Hoffman's in this. I don't even remember. And of course, Will Ferrell. It's been a while since I saw that too. Truman Show, great movie too. Awesome. That's a classic. Classic Jim Carrey. One of his best performances, probably. That and Spotless Mind. Tropic Thunder, also classic, wonderful. Tommy Boy, wonderful film. I know they just made a 4K of this, but I don't think I really need that. This is good enough for me. I used to love Jim Carrey and David Spade and all those movies. Whoa. Brimstone, it's got Jon Snow in it. I haven't seen this. I have no idea why I own this. It was probably like $10 and I bought it. What year was this? 2017. That's not that tracks. I was just buying shit then. Wedding Singer is actually really cool. It's a good movie. One of Jim Carrey. Adam Sandler's best again. Drew Barrymore. Who else is in this? Other people. I don't know. But I like that movie. Very well made. Very funny. Talladega Nights, another Will Ferrell, funny comedy. Very cool. I don't know what else to say about that. I think everyone's seen that. The Switch, Jason Bateman, Jennifer Aniston. It's about a guy who switches out his sperm for his best friends, or are they best friends? I don't know. A girl he likes or something, and she ends up using his sperm, I think, and she raises his child. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while since I saw it. It was better than I expected, but it's not really a great film. Kind of weird. Jeff Goldblum's in it, apparently. I don't remember that. Is that, what's his face? Patrick Wilson? Yeah, Patrick Wilson, yeah. I don't remember any of this. I've seen it, though. I know I have. Super Troopers 2, I don't think I've ever actually watched this. The Mustache Rides again, though. I have seen this one. And again, this is a movie just sort of like Sin City a little bit, where I thought this was fucking hilarious when I was 19, and I might not think it's as funny now. But this is like 2002 or 4 or 2002, yeah. I was 18 when this came out. But I'm sure it's probably still kind of funny. And it's only 1 and 2. I think I remember liking the sequel better, but it's been a long time. Again, there's a pattern here of me not seeing the movies for a long time. There's some... Well, let's get these ones over here. Excuse me. Man on Fire, classic action movie with Denzel and Dakota Fanning, right? That's who that is? This is an older Blu-ray. Yeah, Dakota Fanning. 2004 or 5, probably, I'm guessing. Yeah, 2004. Good film. Another Denzel, Malcolm X, classic. I don't remember what year that was either. 1991? 92. Black Swan, really good. Yeah, good film, good drama. Great performance by Natalie Portman. And Kristen Dunst? Is that who that other woman is? No, not Kristen Dunst. Mila Kunis. She's really well done. Beautiful Mind, classic film. Russell Crowe, Ed Harris, and Jennifer Connelly, right? Yeah. Good movie. Really underrated film with Brad Pitt, Casey Affleck. The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford. It's got a long title. I think it's like 2.5 hours long too, but or maybe longer actually. Shit. But very subdued performance by Brad Pitt, and a really interesting story about the semi-true story, or I guess mostly true story, of the death of Jesse James by the Coward Rutherford. Pretty cool. Nice little Western that's got more than just like shoot 'em up stuff. Go fuck yourself. I watched this once back when it came out, 2013. Yeah, and I remember liking it. I don't know what else to say. Apollo 13 is a classic film. 20th anniversary. So it's probably been actually 20th anniversary. That was 20. Well, actually, that was probably 10 years ago. It's been 30 years now. I noticed this. That was 1993, I think. So yeah, about 30, 31 years. Thereabouts. Whoa. 42 Jackie Robinson story. I'll admit it, I don't think I've seen this. This is Chadwick Boseman too, isn't it? Yeah. And Harrison Ford. I should watch this, but I haven't yet. Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. This is the movie that made, I think, Elizabeth Olsen more famous, and it's got John Hawkes in it too. I think he's the cult leader. This is a cult type movie, and she's in the cult, and she's not enjoying herself, if I recall. But like I said, I haven't seen this movie, but it got a lot of awards attention, or at least for her. And I heard good things about it. Excuse me, I think I'm getting a cold. Fuck, it's not great. Right when it's starting to get nicer out too. Master and Commander of the Far Side of the World. This is the movie that I think actually made me like Russell Crowe. I didn't love him in, well, I mean, you know, Gladiator was Gladiator. It was a good movie, but it's like the things he'd done before that I hadn't really cared much about. But I liked this movie a lot. At least I did. It's been a long time. It was really cool, like exploring movie. Very cool. This was 2001, 2003. Okay. Pretty cool. What's his, Paul Bettany's in it too, I think. He plays, what's the guy's name? I don't remember. Whatever. I'm blanking. Sorry. It's a good movie. I recommend it. Excuse me. I'm going to be coughing on and off here. Absolute Power. Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman, Ed Harris. Who else in this? Laura Linney, Judy Davis, Scott Glenn, E.G. Marshall, and Dennis Haysbert. I'll be honest, I don't remember this movie, but I do own it. I think it's about like the president murders somebody accidentally or on purpose. I don't remember, or don't know, I guess. Oh, directed by Clint Eastwood too. Directed by Clint Eastwood. Very cool. I don't know what. Lawrence of Arabia, classic. Red Rocket. This is another movie from Sean Baker, and I just watched Anora last weekend. And I enjoyed that film. It's a movie that I probably would not rewatch again. But that won Best Picture. This got a lot of awards attention. I'll be honest, I didn't like this film that much. I thought it was kind of, I don't know. It just rubbed me wrong a little bit. It just probably the subject matter itself. This ex-porn star kind of trying to, well, being forced to go back to like his hometown and being kind of poor, and then finding this woman, this young girl who's like 17, maybe 18, who he tries to get to join the porn industry. I don't know. It rubbed me wrong watching it. It was well acted, but the themes of it were kind of whatever for me. I probably should watch it again. But, you know, a lot of people love this film. I guess I just didn't get it, but, you know. It was okay. Vice with Christian Bale playing, what the fuck was his name? Tell me on the back here, I guess. Dick Cheney. It was pretty decent, I guess. Pretty good performance by everybody involved here. Sam Rockwell was W, I believe, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. Cool. And American Beauty, a classic. That's just ruined again by Kevin Spacey because of his terribleness. This fucking guy. I feel like there's more in here than the other box. It's probably 50-50. Again, a movie I watched one time 1,000 years ago. Well, probably only 12 years ago. 2012. So yeah, about 13-ish years ago. Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Well, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I feel like I have not seen much in a while. What else has he been in recently? He was in a lot of stuff in the mid-2000s and the 2010s. And then I feel like he disappeared. Anna Kendrick. There's like a hair on this. What the fuck? Just dog hairs and shit, everything. Sorry. About a guy who's got cancer or has cancer diagnosis, and he just tried to live his life a little bit. It's a comedy, but it's also kind of like, you know, a dramedy a little bit. I remember liking it, but again, it's been a while, and I don't remember anything because my memory's terrible. 21 and 22 Jump Street. I've seen the first one. I don't recall if I've seen the second one. I think I have. Which one had all the, like, fake movie, like, trailers? Was that this one or this one? I've seen whatever one that is. But I know I've seen this one, and I don't remember if I've seen this one. But I remember at least the first one was funny. The Lost City of Z, or The Lost City of Zed, if you're not American, I guess. This is better than I expected. Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy fame. Robert Pattinson, Sienna Miller, Tom Holland. I'm assuming best one of 2017 is when it was made. I watched this once again. Tom Holland, actually, right? Yeah. Was that before he was Spider-Man? Or around the same time? I think it was 2016 when Civil War came out. I don't remember. Pretty decent movie. I thought it was pretty cool. Based on a true story, I think. Yeah. Interesting. I should watch that again. It's been a while. And Copland, another movie that I think I never actually finished watching, but it's apparently very good. It's got like a chubby Sylvester Stallone in it, and Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, all the usual suspects. Directed by James Mangold, yes, from 1997, not 20 anything. Yeah. I don't recall if I've seen that. I don't think I have seen it. Tom and Jerry movie. No one cares. Trumbo. This is back when Bryan Cranston was starting to get cast and everything because of Breaking Bad fame. I haven't seen this. He's a writer, right? 1947 Dalton Trumbo. I think. I have not seen it. Helen Mirren, Diane Lane. Louis C.K. Okay, great. John Goodman. I like everybody else. There he is. I wish Dick is not out. Treasure of the Sierra Madre, starring Humphrey Bogart. This is actually a good film too. I haven't seen a lot of Humphrey Bogart films. Probably seen like a total of 4, but this is probably my favorite of the ones he's done. That I've seen anyway. He's been in a lot of movies, but about a guy looking for treasure, and he's going with 2 other guys to find it, and then, you know, the greed and paranoia sets in and all that shit. It's pretty cool. And it's how you'd expect a story like that to go. Three Kings, another kind of a greed movie about people finding, soldiers finding some gold or some, I think it was gold, and trying to keep it for themselves, and hijinks ensue, you know. Ice Cube's in it. David O. Russell, who's apparently a dipshit? I don't know. It was a good movie from what I remember. And A Time to Kill, a movie that I also do not recall finishing. This is 94 or 95, right? 96, excuse me. This is an old Blu-ray too. I have no idea. I don't remember. It's a courtroom drama. I'll just move this over here. Let's go over there. Excuse me. Blood Diamond. I have watched like half of this film. I remember it being pretty decent. It's got Jennifer Connelly, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Djimon Hounsou, I think. Diamond, I don't remember how to say his name. I don't remember. But he's in it too. It's pretty well done, from what I remember. Is this a Edward Zwick film? Okay. I thought it was Oliver Stone or something, but I don't think so. Well, clearly not, yeah. 5 Academy Award nominations. People like this movie a lot. This is 2005, I think. 2007, again, excuse me. Layer Cake, this is the movie that made him, or got him recognition to play Bond, because this is basically a Bond film, but not exactly. A little bit more of a British underground, like mob film type thing, as opposed to a Bond film, which is more of a stylized, and I enjoyed it. Daniel Craig, Cole Meany, other people, Sienna Miller, Michael Gambon. This is an old Blu-ray again, you can see by the style. But I remember really enjoying it. It's been a long time since I saw it. Glass, Um, I like Unbreakable, and I liked Split. Glass is okay. I don't know. I didn't love the ending, if I'm being honest, but you know. American Hustle, I genuinely don't remember. I've seen it. I know I have, but I don't remember how it even went. I don't think this is based on a true story or anything, is it? It's David O. Russell again. Kristen Bale, Bradley Cooper, Amy Adams, Jennifer Lawrence, and Jeremy Renner. That's right, he's in it too. I don't remember. Classic film, American History X. Edward Norton and Edward Furlong, about a man who goes to jail for murdering a black man who tried to rob him. And hijinks ensue again because he learns things in prison, both negatively and positively, and it's an interesting film. Again, a career-defining performance, I think, from Edward Norton. Very well acted, very well. Did he co-write this film, too? Because that's like his thing, right? No, David McKenna. It should be watched once at least. It's a very good film. It's going to be a hard watch, but it's a good film. Tom Cruise in Valkyrie, based on the incredible true story of the German like generals and shit trying to also kill Adolf Hitler. I've only seen it once. I remember enjoying it. It was well made. Is this Brian? It's Brian Singer again, yeah. Well, I don't know why I remembered that. Kenneth Branagh's in it. Bill Nighy, Tom Wilkinson, Carice Van Houten from Game of Thrones fame, Thomas Kretschmann, other people. It's good, but I haven't seen it in a while. 99 Homes. This is a film about the 2008 financial crisis and housing crisis, and all the homes being foreclosed, and how that was a fucking gigantic shithole, like time to be alive for people who had lost their homes and lost their jobs and were just put on the streets, and people like all the characters here who were buying up these homes for low prices and selling them, and capitalism at its finest, basically, you know. It was a depressing film, but, you know, interesting, with Michael Shannon and Laura Dern and obviously Andrew Garfield. Like, sorry, I'm just mumbling my words. You've Got Mail, the kind of remake of, what's the movie called? Shop on the Corner? Yeah, Shop Around the Corner, which I think is the name of her bookstore in the film. But people who are opposite attract kind of a thing. It's not a bad film, you know. It's a romantic comedy type thing. What's this? Oh, the Matrix trilogy. 1, 2, and 3. Matrix Revolutions and Reloaded. Or wait. Reloaded is a sequel. Whatever. Right? It's Reloaded, then Revolutions. Doesn't really matter. I haven't seen those in a long time. Matrix is a good film. I think I watched it semi-recently, and it was a little bit more campy than I remembered. I have not seen the others yet, but I remember watching, I think Reloaded is the sequel, the second one, and then Revolutions is the third one. But Reloaded, seeing that in the theater, and then thinking it was pretty good, and then Revelations is the fourth one that came out a couple years ago. Revolutions, I didn't like as much, you know. But, you know, they're okay movies. You know. Law-abiding citizen. It is a, what do you call it? It's like a vigilante type thing. A citizen taking matters in his own hands type of thing. His wife and child, I think, were murdered, like, in front of him by sadistic psychos, and I think the killers are getting out of jail, and he takes matters in his own hands. And then Jimmy Fox is the prosecutor, I think, or lawyer. I only watched it once again. It got a lot of rave reviews, from people. I don't know if it got rave reviews from like critics or anything, but I remember not liking it that much. It was okay. LA Confidential with Kevin Spacey again. He's just fucking everywhere. Russell Crowe, Guy Pearce, Kim Basinger, and Danny DeVito. Who directed this? Curtis Hanson. I'll be honest again, I don't think I've ever actually seen this film in its entirety. I should change that. It's been, that was like 98, 97. Yeah. Last Tango in Paris, another film I don't think I've actually seen. I've seen the scene, you know, the butter scene. And there's the whole controversy about that scene in general, about if it was, it's an uncut version too, apparently. if that's true, then that was basically rape, you know, in that scene, and they filmed it. And that poor actress, what's her name, Maria Schneider. I think is she dead now? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she's gone on record since then talking about how that really affected her career, affected her mindset, mental health issues, and then I don't know. At the same time, you know, Bernardo Bertolucci and Marlon Brando. Otherwise, it's like a film I don't recall seeing the whole way through. Just that scene, because everyone's seen that scene, right? Lars and the Real Girl. This is a weird movie. It's a comedy? Is it a comedy? I mean, it's comedic because of the scenarios and the situation, but it's not exactly a comedy. It's definitely a drama, but like so a dramedy, I guess. Yeah. Ryan Gosling is a weird person living. Is it Alaska or something? They live kind of remotely, I feel like, or not in a big city, if I recall correctly. Which again, I could be wrong. Is this 2011? Wait, 2007. He orders a real doll, whatever they're called, the little sex doll thing that he marries, quote unquote, and he treats like a real person, and it's very awkward and weird, and it's obviously a mental health situation, and the people in town just kind of roll with it for a while, and it's just weird. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while, and I remember thinking it was fucking weird, but like I'm also kind of curious now, like one of the year's best films. I don't know. Weird movie. Oh, this is a fun documentary series. I was a big Metallica fan growing up, and I still, it's obvious their older stuff is better, and their new stuff is just kind of watered down mainstream shit. But I don't hate it. It's still whatever music. I like all kinds of music. But this is them making their worst album, which was Saint Anger, and it was the period of life where they'd lost their main bassist to, like, he just quit the band, like, right before they started filming. It's the whole process of them finding a new bassist, writing this terrible album. James Hetfield, the singer, is going through rehab for the first time in his fucking life, and so he's going to be sober for most of this, and it's just fucking, it's complete egomaniacal shit going on in this film. It's Metallica are deserved in their place in history and rock and roll and metal and stuff, and like they're important culturally, but their egos are fucking wild, especially Lars and James. The other two, I guess, are Kirk is like the third child, trying to not get in the middle of this shit and trying to keep them from fighting, and then I don't remember the fourth guy's name. He's been in the band now for like 20 years now. He's the longest tenured bass player, but I don't know his name at all. Anthony something, Tony, I don't know. But anyway, it's a fun movie. It's like 2 hours long. It's an interesting documentary. There's a scene where Lars screams "fuck" really loudly, right inches from James Hetfield's face, and Hetfield has no expression and no change, and it just cracks me up every time. Anyway, that's a fun movie. It's messed up, and it's not even that messed up. It's just going through therapy for the first time for, like, at the time 50-year-olds. Now they're in their 70s, I guess. But these fucking titans of metal and shit talking about their feelings. It's weird. It's interesting though. Michael Clayton is a very underrated film from, wait, who is this? Tony Gilroy, George Clooney, Tom Wilkinson, Tilda Swinton, Sidney Pollack. I think in one of his last films, if I recall. And also we've lost Tom Wilkinson now too recently. But it's a very well-made film. I really like this film a lot. Very subdued, about his character, I don't think he's a lawyer. He's like a fixer, He takes care of problems that his clients or his, because he works for a law firm or a couple of lawyers, I guess, to fix issues, to help with things. And, it's an interesting, well-made film. I recommend giving it a shot. It reminded me a little bit of Aaron Brockovich. Well, not exactly. I don't know. It's interesting. It's a good film. Very well done. I think Tilda Swinton won Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress. I don't remember if she won. She was nominated for sure. Well made. That's 2007 or 8 too, right? 2008, yeah. And Boogie Nights, that's a classic film now too, with probably Mark Wahlberg's best performance, even because it's so subdued, with his giant schlong. and he's just a porn star. And this is the 70s, right? Yeah. Yeah, because when it gets to the 80s, it gets to be kind of hard for them. Burt Reynolds, Heather Graham, right? Julianne Moore, that's right. Yep, that's right. Yeah, Don Cheadle, John C. Reilly, all-star cast. Philip Seymour Hoffman, William Macy. Very well made film. Lots of nudity, obviously, and lots of all that stuff, but very well made. Good, very well acted. It's just an interesting look into that industry at that time, and how that could be difficult for people on all sides. Okay, what's in here? The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Probably my least favorite Fincher film, and it's been a long time since I've seen it too, so I guess I should probably give it a rewatch. This is 2008. About a person who was born like elderly, I guess. The baby was like wrinkled and gray-haired and stuff, and as it grew, it's just backwards. You know, you're young. I think there was a time when that said like at the age of 40 he was like peak. Brad Pitt looked like Brad Pitt, you know, at the time. Kate Blanchett. This is apparently the French version because it's got some French on there. Oh, that's funny. I actually don't need. There's nothing in this. I used this case. I bought these movies because I made my own Criterion case. As you can see, this is a Criterion release, but it's just a regular Blu-ray case, so I fixed that later. But anyway, it's a decent film. I've got 2 copies apparently. What the fuck? There's discs in here. What the hell? Okay, well, that's funny. I got 2 copies of that. When the hell did that happen? Bridge of Spies. I honestly don't remember. I've seen it. I remember it being okay, and I remember it was up for multiple awards. I think, what's his face? Won Best Supporting Actor. Mark Rylance, I think, won for this, and I don't even remember what the fuck, who he was. I think he was the spy. There was a bridge they crossed. I don't remember. I don't recall. I think it was decent. I don't know. Silent Running. I've never seen it, but I got this for really cheap on the Arrow Video website. It's a steelbook set. You can see there. It's still in the shrink wrap and stuff. But I haven't seen it. I think I've got multiple copies of that too. What's this? Okay. Again, I'm spending too much time talking about movies, and I'm not really looking for... Those are all the Twilight movies. Oh shit, we're already at 40 minutes? Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. I'm wasting so much time just like talking about everything when I'm supposed to be looking. This is Looney Tunes Collector's Choice, Volume 2. I like the Looney Tunes films. They were just kind of quietly removed from Max's streaming service, and they're probably going to be sold to the freebies and shit. Shocker. This is a Wes Craven film. It's kind of a dumb movie, but it's alright. It's a horror movie. The French Connection. Again, a movie I have not actually seen fully, but it's a movie that if you want to watch the uncut version that has him saying racially expletives like words and shit that have been, you know, removed and censored from the, because this is a Fox film, so it's Disney now, so they're removing that shit. In fact, isn't that, I think I've got, you can hear the crinkling there. I think I've got an unopened copy there. First Class, I thought the theater was good. Contagion, a movie that I actually was really well done, and everyone was watching it during COVID because we're just morbid apparently as a culture. But like it's very similar to COVID. That whole story. People died during COVID too, obviously, but a lot more people died in here. I think it's a decent film. It's got a pretty all-star cast too, but it might be triggering now. The Haunting with Lily Taylor, yeah, and Liam Neeson's Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson. Remember, Owen Wilson gets his head cut off, which I enjoyed seeing. But, you know, other than that, I don't remember. Yeah, I got an unopened copy of this for some fucking reason. So, I guess I'll just keep that sealed. And The Serpent and the Rainbow, movie that I actually do recall seeing. And there was a scene, like a torture scene with, like, fucking nails and weird shit and with a lot of voodoo stuff. This is also Wes Craven, I think, right? Yeah. This is kind of fucked up a little bit, but that's whatever. Been a while since I saw this too, but was this 84? 87. I might have to stop this again, guys. This is going on way longer than I thought it was going to go now. I think there's more movies in here. Those are Twilight films. Fried Green Tomatoes. What's this? We Pray Love, apparently. John Groban. Okay. Milk. This is a pretty decent film based on a true story. I think he won for this too. Sean Penn, I mean. I mean, it could be in here though, you know? Like, it's like... I need to go faster, I think. I gotta stop talking about the films. Milk. Josh Groban. Isn't this like Christian music or something? This must be my wife's. I don't recall this. Multiple Twilight movies. Which, by the way, I've seen these. And they're dumb as shit. But, you know, I remember seeing New Moon when we were living in Milwaukee. And did that come out at that same time? I associate this with Milwaukee. 2010. Okay, so we were living there in 2010. Blah. You know. You Pray Love, Fried Green Tomatoes. I haven't seen this in a long time. I remember liking it as a kid anyway. Is that 91? Yeah. Original Twilight, Breaking Dawn Part 2. Motherless Brooklyn, which is a better movie than I expected. Directed by Edward Norton, actually. Yeah. It was okay. Place Beyond the Pines is also a decent film. It's got like a weird act structure. Well made. It's, again, I haven't seen it in a long time though. Bradley Cooper, Ray Liotta, Ryan Gosling, Eva Mendes. Ten Things I Hate About You, which, you know, it's a good film. Of Unknown Origin, I finally watched that. It was dumb as shit. It was alright. Well, it was not alright. It was stupid. Predator. I think I've got the upgrade with this for 4K, but, you know, Predator is a good film. David Cronenberg's Dead Ringers. Never seen it, but I do own it now. Fabelmans. Never seen it. This is a Steven Spielberg film that was basically an autobiography, if I recall. Got some awards praise. Ed Wood, starring Johnny Depp, a Tim Burton film. This is actually pretty good based on a true story in that it's, you know, Ed Wood is a character that really existed and made these films. He made Plan 9 from Outer Space and a bunch of other really, really terrible films from the 50s. This is a cool movie. Martin Landau plays Bela Lugosi, and it's kind of sad. Well done, though. You know. Sphinx. Haven't seen it. The Hand That Rocked the Cradle. I don't actually think I've seen this. Rebecca De Mornay. It looks like Lloyd Braun from Seinfeld. I think it is. Is it Matt something? Matt McCoy, yeah. Interesting. Coal Miner's Daughter. I haven't seen it, honestly. League of Their Own, great film. Upgraded, I think, a while ago. Superbad. I remember liking it, but it's been, well, look how young they look. It's been 20 years, 15 years. Yeah, I don't know if I would actually like it now. There Will Be Blood. That's a good film that needs an upgrade. That should be like a Criterion or something. Very well. One of, I think, Daniel Day-Lewis's best performances. Recommended. Thelma and Louise, good. Terminal is a pretty good film, although, again, it's been a while since I've seen it. Wyatt Earp is a long film. That's the only thing I remember about it. It was like 3.5 hours long. What the hell was with Kevin Costner and making gigantic, long, epic Western films that are boring as shit but are also kind of good? I don't know. Magic Mike's Triple XL or whatever that's over there too. So, this is how we rock here. Me Before You. My wife watched this. I only watched a little bit of it. It's apparently controversial in the disabled community. But I don't know. Waterboy. I have a feeling I would hate this fucking film now. But I own it. Shit, there's too much shit here. I gotta get up again. Casablanca. I've got the 4K of now. Hold on. You alter this shit. Moneyball, great film. Great baseball film. Even if you don't like baseball, I think you might like that film. Like sports. Mrs. Doubtfire is great. Nightcrawler is great. Great performance by Jake Gyllenhaal. Very creepy. Covenant apparently got some good... Jake Gyllenhaal again. Word of mouth, but I don't think I've ever actually watched it. The Right Stuff. Good film. Good space. I astronaut stuff. No. You can't read that shit. All Is Lost is a good film with Robert Redford. American's good. Father of the Bride 1 and 2. X-Men Origins. Blech. No, thank you. X-Men United. And there's X-Men down there. Excuse me. Deepwater Horizon. It was okay. Sorcerer is good. That's being released on Criterion soon. I think I actually... I don't know if I still own it, but I did own the digibook of this. William Friedkin film. Pretty good. Molly's Game. I think it was good, based on a true story. Yeah. I have a lot of those, apparently, based on true story films. Perfect Blue. Great. Nice anime. I don't have a lot of anime in my collection. Killer Joe. Who directed this? William Friedkin again. Damn, he's everywhere. This is a movie again that I've only seen one time, and I remember it being very like disturbing a little bit. Matthew McConaughey was very weird. Castaway is a good film. I like that. Paddington's a great film. Footloose. Is this the wait? This is like a remake. I don't think I own that though. 2000. Wait. No, this is the shit one, isn't it? Sorry, I'm looking at the 19 classic is now the modern hit that will make you stand up and cheer. Kenny Worm. I haven't seen this movie. Am I thinking of something else? Isn't that... What movie am I thinking of? With Kevin Bacon. Isn't that Footloose? Fuck, I don't know. Who cares, I guess. The Visitor. The first movie I ever saw, Richard Jenkins in. It was pretty good. It's subdued, but it was okay. Which is Bone classic. Put Jennifer Lawrence on the map. Zodiac, great feature film. I like this style of like an envelope. And then, no, Wind River's good. Warrior. This is Prestige. Didn't see it down there. Magic Mike, I've actually seen and thought it was actually better than I expected. I don't think I've seen a sequel. Genius is good. Great performance from Christian Bale. He's got down to like 100 pounds or less. Probably less, actually. Lovely Bones is good. Well, it's not as good as the novel, but it was pretty good. Cider House was just decent. Changeling I only saw recently, like the last couple of years, and it was much better than I expected. Is that Clint Eastwood? Excuse me. Clint Eastwood directed film with Angelina Jolie, based on a true story. I don't know how true that true storyline is. $1 Million Baby, Patriots Day. Okay. All right. Well, I don't think so. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna call it. It's not in here. It's not anywhere. I must have sold it somewhere, or it's just somewhere else, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna end up buying it again. So, all right, guys, that's it. There's still more movies in here, but the Descendants is not in here. So, thanks for watching. This has been 49 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. For going through a box of movies that I don't even understand what's going on anymore. But anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know if I'll do any more of these. This is much longer than I expected. Thanks for watching again, and I will see you again on the flip side. See you later. Bye.